Hey guys, welcome back. I did the video and then I realized I did the wrong video because I had to do this video. It will all make sense. Patrons, there is a patrons only sweet and salty bay scrub over on Patreon. Non-patrons, 3 days from now, the photo only and a brief description will unlock. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about is why healing often doesn't work for us. Or healing in our messed up world, if you want to put it that way. One of the problems we have is we'll see the spell, or we'll see a scrub, or an oil, or a bath, or whatever, and we'll do it, and we'll feel great while we're doing it. And then the moment we're out of it, boom, we feel lousy, and we're like, I don't have any healing power. Of course you do. The problem is, it's very hard to learn to set aside time after the bath to stop the crazy train in our head. And sometimes life does not want to cooperate, does it? Like, you might have just done this wonderful bath or wonderful ritual, and maybe your kids come running in, or your spouse comes charging in the room and needs help with something now. Or a relative calls, or you have neighbors like mine and they start honking their horns, or a fire whistle goes off, or there's a crash outside, or something happens. And you're just sitting there like, why? What did I do? Why does the universe hate me so much? But that is what happens. It's kind of like trying to work modern medicine. Like, what happens when you get a flu shot now? You go in, you get a shot in an arm, you get a bunch of paperwork, and they give you some candy, and if you ever read the paperwork, it's like, oh, you may very rarely die from this, but go ahead, go out. We're sure you're fine. And you go out, and you're like looking at your body, like, am I developing the reaction? Am I? Because they don't have time to take care of you and give you aftercare. You are your aftercare. So what I always try to do is where I go for my flu shot, I try to take a very slow walk. Because I'm like, I had old-fashioned doctors and they were like, go really slow after you get a shot. So I take a slow walk down to this one little cafe area, and I get the cheapest coffee they have, and I have a coffee, which is probably not a good idea to mix stimulant with a flu shot, but I have a coffee or whatever. I just sit there and I relax. If I don't start having a reaction within 15 minutes, I know I'm fine. And sometimes aftercare and magic can be like that too. You've done the wonderful bath, and then, like in my case, you have to get out and, oh yeah, I have to go do this recording. And none of your equipment's working. And you're swearing like a pirate, if you're me. And you're like, all that chill you just accumulated is gone because the neighbors are honking their horns and people are screaming at each other, and you're like, why? Why doesn't the universe hate me? But that is realistically how healing goes. I mean, there are a lot of comedy posts written about, like moms trying to take a bath, or whatever, or trying to read when you have kids or something like that. The universe will be your child. If you don't have, I can tell you from experience, if you don't have children or a spouse, earthly spouse, the universe will happily be your annoying little child and run up to you right after you've done healing work and go, I need this now. And you'll be like, really? Honey, mommy's trying to bliss out. So do the best you can. For high stress situations, find something that helps you cope. Maybe you have a fidget spinner. Maybe you have, I close my eyes and do a meditation about diving into a pool of water. I don't know why it works. Maybe you have another visualization to do. Maybe you have a mantra. Maybe you talk to Loki. But do whatever you can do. We don't have the kind of spas or healing centers that we would really need to, do the work properly. Like, you would do your healing scrub and then you'd go relax and be pampered, and all your worries would be gone and soothing music would play. You'd be there for a couple weeks. And you come back, and like 30 seconds after you come back, you see bills, and you have to go into work the next morning. You're like, why does healing never work for me? It works for you. It's just life is very, very stressful sometimes. So do the best you can. At least if you can get rid of the accumulated stress every so often, as of which you're ahead of the game, because some people never let go of the stress. So do what you can in healing. Realize that the world is kind of set up against you as a healer. If you're doing it for someone else, make sure that they know that you're not a doctor, even if you think you are one. Make sure that they know that it's not, magical healing is not a substitute for going to an actual doctor with an actual degree from an actual university. And I'm not saying that to be smart. We've all seen people that drop over dead because they depended on a faith healer or magic or whatever. Please don't be that person. Um, the regular medical traditional care is there. You can do this as a supplement and keep yourself going in between appointments and in between necessary shots and whatnot. So I hope that helped. And just remember, it's not you. If you do the magic and then 30 seconds later, like your cat comes flying in and knocks over the candle and you're trying to put out a fire, yeah, of course you're going to be stressed out. Sometimes life just happens. It seems to happen more to healers than anyone else. I swear to the gods, it's like the universe is like, I ain't having that. So you are okay. It's not just you. It's not just you. It happens to all healers. So I figured I would share that because it feels timely. I think a lot of people think that they are not meant to be healers because they do the healing and then right after the healing they're stressed out again. Yeah, because you have to go back to life generally right after the ritual is done. But that is life. Life does go on. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.